You'd have to discuss that with my wife.
Not a problem.
Yeah. So any questions for the students, and then we can go out here real quick.
That is great.
Are any of you guys headed on in something related to what in this field?
Corey is definitely going into some engineering field, and I don't think James has decided quite yet. I'm going to go into engineering and Phil. And Jake was going to, but he's kind of leaning more towards an ag-related maybe. But
what I'm going to do at Iowa State next year is I'm going to major in agricultural engineering, but then like you can take like a specialty in a certain area, and I'm going to take a specialty in construction and design. So that's what I decided with Iowa State, which they said that this CAD program of drawing houses is one of their main programs in the design part of it.
Yeah. We are one of, I think the next closest school here around this area is Manson that has this program for students. So we're very lucky to be able to do that with Iowa Central and also have support of the administration to do that.
This is our level 2 book that we had to do, which got quite tricky to do, especially with this staircase the way that it is.
Yeah, and you can completely change that. And if you don't do it right, it won't let you do it. If you get overextended, or if you try and do something, I mean, it's just but it challenges you. You got to figure out why. Why can't I do that in the staircase? And so then they asked me, and figure it out. Where do you have to go to do that?
We didn't have that at VHS, did we? They did clocks.
I didn't do much.
I didn't.
I'd like to say one thing is that I feel very fortunate because, like, if my kids are doing something that's related to housing and this program, I can send them over here to Mr. McCullough, and I know that he will work with us and help us figure out something. Or just the other day, one of my girls that was making a quilt, she's doing something different than what the pattern said, and so she needed to do some real kind of heavy math stuff to get it to work. And I said, so what are you going to do about that? Where are you going to find your answers? So she called up, and the math teacher said, come on up, and they figured out the angle that she needed. And we ask the business department all the time when we have a computer, we want to do a pamphlet, for example. And the vocational people, all the teachers are so cooperative. I mean, I just feel like I could call up anybody and say, we're having a problem with this, could I, we work together with our occupational child care and your health kids to do some things together. That's a real plus that you don't find everywhere. And I just wanted to say that we're very fortunate to have that kind of cooperation.
And we will do it.
Well, there's a few things I want to hit in the woods lab real quick. So thanks, guys. You can log off.
Thank you, guys. That was good.
Stay. Sure didn't.
This lab was the weight room. I had this lab for woods, and the lab over here was the art. And I was half-time with Shayla Crescent, and after that, my numbers just took off to where I'd taken over the whole building again. And in this room, there's a few projects, if you want to see them real quick, and we'll just talk about what we're going to do for remodels, and you guys can go. A few projects in here, you might have seen this here that we're still working on. And with the support of the school board administration, we want to try to make the facility the best we can. So we're looking at building a wall here and making this a CAD lab. And then this over here will be more storage and stuff like that. So we're looking at that. We're still waiting on doing some things. We'll have an access door there. And the reason is to prevent all the wood dust. You kind of notice my room is really dirty. And to try and come up with some way to protect that stuff and provide. And the Iowa Central guy was here today and he was pretty excited about it too. So if you hear rumblings about that, we're trying to provide more room. But there's a few projects around here. You can kind of see what the kids are working on. We do quite a variance of stuff.
Then you have a place for tool.
Yes. Yeah, I got a board stretcher in there. Thanks, guys. Motion.
Do you make any of these to sell?
Do we make any sell?
Which one is this one?
It's something we've talked about, but most of the time the kids want them and they want to keep them so bad. And their difficulty takes a semester plus. A lot of them are still coming in after school or to finish up, touch up on stuff. We got a Perkins grant this year, which we were able to buy some tools, and one thing we bought was a finish sprayer. So we're able to put factory type finish on, and the kids get to use that type of stuff.
I want to take this class.
I built a cherry stool.
Did you? We didn't get, girls didn't get to do this stuff.
Oh, you probably had bad behavior, so. I probably did. Probably intended to do something.
There's that one bench, that's a girl, a female student did that. Not that hers is in the other room being stained right now, but she did one just like that. The other female student is in here. She did a kind of a flat panel type thing. I think the other female student took hers home. Yeah. A great wood lab too. Just to touch on that with the funding that has been available, we received a Perkins grant this year. We spent most of it in the industrial technology building to update a lot of things for the kids to use. One of the key things, safety is always a big thing, especially for me in Woods Lab. And this right here, I don't know if you've ever seen, if you ever get a chance to go on the internet and visit sawstop.com. Okay, Miss Litter knows that this is pretty cool. If I can get you guys to come around here, and I'll show you kind of what it does. Is it has a sensor on it. When your body carries electrical current, and when this saw recognizes your electrical current, it will stop the blade, so you don't get cut at all. Okay, the way you can kind of tell, once these lights, it's got their sensor and stuff like that, and once that stops, I'll show you. So the green light means it's on, it's ready to go. If I touch the blade, red light comes on, it will not turn on, because the sensor inside recognizes my current pulling it away from there, and it will stop. It is 4 times faster than an airbag. We've had it set off once, and it wasn't even from a finger, it was from a metal push stick. And this is what happens. There's a contraption in here that stops the blade, drops it below the table. So if you ever get a chance, go to sawstop.com, and I think it's a great deal. When the school board decided to do that, I think it would improve the safety of our students tremendously. So not only are they working, they're safe while they're doing it. So,
What bonus?
new bonus.
Oh, yeah.
So,
You thought they would have done that years ago.
I probably might. A few years ago, I ran a lawsuit. So, any questions? Thank you. It took us a little bit more than 10 minutes.
Thanks for waiting, for being last.
That's all right.
Yes, thank you.
And tell your wife we appreciate that.
That's all right. I got it.
And your babies.
Yeah, I got it. That's it. So, thank you.